morning, you guys. How are you? You good? Hi. Hello. Is everybody as taken by surprise as I am? Is it the voice? How did your lockdown go? Did anybody else change genders at a boredom? Just me? Should we get settled in? What's up, front row? How you doing? You good? Yeah, you're fucking ready to go. Look at this fucking stance. You're like, yeah, you got your T-Rex pose going on. Arms tucked back, legs up. That's swag. This guy has swag. I'm not gonna get too close, don't worry. I don't know, you can't. Hey, what's up? You good? Mosaic? Look at this. Look at this place. Give yourselves a round of applause, real quick, for joining the show. I feel the vibrations of my own voice on my butt, and it's very sensual. You guys, I know I already commented on the whole transition thing. In case you guys were wondering, I could fill you in. I am a trans lady. Yes, fist pump from you. Yeah. You better watch your girl with the dancey pants over there. Oh, she's into the lady boys now. Woo! So I am a trans lady, so that means that when I come out of the shower, I wear a towel around my chest like a woman, but my pee-pee hangs out the bottom like a man. T-Rex, my man. That's what if you guys could, everybody just get up and look at this guy. Real quick. Stay still. Everybody just seems like, oh, that's so cool, like an exotic bird. In the front row. It's cool. It kind of makes me a little nervous, like I gotta impress you somehow, but I don't know. I'm pumped to be here in Hamilton, man. It's super fun to be in front of live audiences again. In a packed house. This place is suave, it's sophisticated. I feel like I need to play up now. I can't be as dirty and gross. I literally just said pee-pee a minute ago, and I just remembered 60 seconds ago when I said pee-pee. But so I came out like 3 years ago. I can fill you guys in. I came out like 3 years ago. I came out as gender fluid at the beginning. I've been a broy dude for 30 years of my life. I repressed everything. It's been a journey to get to where I am now. And that's the thing, I'm on hormones. I've been on hormones since April. It's wild. It's a complete zeitgeist change. It's a complete perspective shift. And I'm worried that I'm going to lose some of the aspects of myself that I clung to, the things that made me who I was. I lay awake at night sometimes and I wonder, I lay awake and I'm like, am I still going to like Mountain Dew Code Red? Am I still gonna pwn noobs online? Like, is that still gonna be a fucking thing, you know? But, the voice thing, I'm sorry. I feel like I need to apologize for the voice. I'm sorry, man. You know? That's cool. He's not looking me in the eyes anymore. He's looking at he's looking at a picture of Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's so cool. Yeah. Sorry, man. I'll leave you alone, but that is just too good. You know, the comedian called me cool for my pose, but I'm not that cool, I guess. This little shrine to Stone Cold. I wish I knew enough, like, wrestling references to be able to make a joke about him, but I don't know, he's mean. He's a mean guy. Or are you looking at that thing?
No, Stone Cold.
Stone Cold? Yeah, good choice, good choice. Oh man, I feel pretty loosey goosey tonight. Who else is loose as a goose? Let's chill, you know? I was gonna run through some material, but I feel loose as a goose, you know what I'm saying? Oh, the voice thing, I was talking about the voice thing. That's how loosey goosey I am. Oh, you guys gotta join me, I'm gonna go on some weird tangents tonight. We're gonna go on this adventure together.
Alright.
Yeah, that was fucking cool, whoever said that. Alright. So the voice thing, like I'm working on the voice, on the side, you know what I mean? Like a lot of these things, makeup, fashion, you can work on that shit. It's been 3 years that I've been kind of chipping away at it. The voice thing, you can take hormones, but it's not going to change the way you sound. You have to like train that shit in. Once you've been through a male puberty, your vocal cords, they grow a certain way. And so you have to hire a vocal coach to train, like, there's laryngeal control and pitch, and there's a whole bunch of stuff. And when I do it, I'm on the beginning of this journey, and when I start to try and practice it, I feel fatalistic. I'm like, what the fuck is the point? You know what I mean? My voice is my voice. Why don't I just take ownership of the things that I can't change and just be like, hey, fuck you, whatever. But then again, like, I sound like I swallowed a cheese grater when I was 9. So like, that's not a happy medium. So I honestly feel like my best recourse is just to adopt some weird accent or some impression, just to fucking throw off the scent entirely so that people aren't even asking about the gender thing. Just talk like a fucking Italian and be like, hey, boom, what's going on over here? Paisan, where did these come from? Huh? Must have been the lasagna. I don't know. See, I can work through a Rolodex of, I can do Seinfeld too, be like, oh, what gender am I? It doesn't matter. Boy or girl, who cares? Talk to me like a human being. Which bathroom can I use? Is it the one that goes like this or the one that goes like that? Where did these boobs come from? See? That's the one, that's the good one. You guys didn't like the Italian, but the Seinfeld one. Yeah. So like, I'm going through a lot of changes. A lot. I mean, needless to say. I'm like, you can, when something like this happens, you honestly have a lot of choice about the person that you can kind of turn into. It's really weird. This is what a midlife crisis looks like in 2021. This is our generation's midlife crisis, you know? Throw everything away, just change genders. My family is tripping on this shit. It's fucking sick. It's hilarious. But like, I can be whatever I want, and it's crazy. I just discovered Taylor Swift tonight. You know what I mean? Me and Olivia drove up in the car, and she threw on that song 22, and I was like, ah! But I'm feeling 22. I'm a horse girl now, you guys. I'm gonna be a horse girl. I'm gonna drink pumpkin spice lattes, and I'm gonna write in my journal about Edward from Twilight. So I came, and that's the thing. Okay, so I came out like a bro-y dude would, and that's the thing. This whole process has been this weird collision of these two universes, where like I've done things a certain way, a very repressed fucking snowboard instructor kind of way my entire life. And now it's being met with like the feminine side of me that has been repressed for so long that I'm like getting to know as I'm walking through this whole thing. So like, I came out like a straight dude would, you know what I mean? I came out to my dad at a Wild Wing. Do you guys have them here? That's my dad is, and my dad handled it really well. My dad is a really cool dude. I love him so much. He's super supportive. Honestly, one of my best friends. My dad is awesome. He's a proctologist, so I wonder how much of that like runs in the family. You know, like, the LGBT stuff. He's like, I know my way around a butthole, son. Don't worry. He's good at what he does. They call him Ghost Finger. You don't even know he's him. So he handled it really well. When I came up to him at this Wild Wing, he had a good sense of humor about it. We like joked about it. His reaction surprised me. He was like, yeah, I kind of suspected something was up. And I was like, Dad, how? I repressed every vaguely stereotypical feminine, homosexual, like flamboyant thing about it. I played sports, Dad. He was like, Nat, you played soccer. Hey. Rainbow flag number 1, man. Yeah, my dad, man. My mom didn't handle it well at all. So like, with the good comes the bad. My mom said a lot of, this is the one thing that the process has really taught me. It's that like, some people will everybody's gonna handle it differently. But you have to give credit to people who are just reeling at the idea of this huge change. People who have known you for 30 years, you gotta give them some credit there. But that said, I mean, some people are gonna say some shit that really hurts. And my mom was one of those people. My mom, when I came into her, I had to come into her in 2 phases. At first I was like, Mom, I'm queer. She was like, what does that mean? I was like, I'm into men, women, trans people, and she stopped me. She was like, I will never let a trans person in my home as long as I live. which broke my heart to hear my own mom say that to my face, especially when I had the whole fucking rest of it to tell her about, you know what I mean? Tim! The horse girl riding around inside me. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let her process phase 1. I'm gonna let her process this whole shit, and I'll drop the second bomb later. Even the Americans waited 3 days between Hiroshima and Nagasaki. You space out the bombs is the point that I'm making here. So that's the funny part, is after all these years, that was a heartbreaking experience, but now in retrospect I see the humor in it, because my whole life I've been fucking hiding this thing from my mom. It feels like I've been this German spy who's been spying on my mom my entire life. Like, Venmos, you say you'll never let a trans person in your home, is that what you say? Then maybe there has been one here some more time. You guys are tough but fair. This is what I like about this crowd. You have like a quote-on laughs, you know? If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you're like, ha-ha! Measuring my laughs tonight for a Yelp review later. I'm the leading Yelp reviewer in Hamilton, and Mosaic is the target tonight. You're like a French king, very precious about your laughs. Ha ha! I have a flogging to get to. Let's hurry this along. What else can I talk about? Bathrooms. There's so much like, everybody wants to know what I'm gonna do with my dick. And maybe that's what you guys have been thinking this whole time since I came out here. It's almost like the first question that people ask. What are you gonna do with your dick? What, do you want it? I don't know. Do people just, I don't know. And I'm undecided, frankly. I'm like looking forward to some of these changes that the hormones are introducing, like morning wood. Morning wood is no longer going to be a thing. Like, do you like your morning wood? How do you feel about yours? Ask her. I'm asking you. You own it. It's not like it fucking wakes up and looks at her like, hey, what do you think about this guy? You know? Are you?
I sleep on my stomach.
You sleep on your stomach. So you have nocturnal emissions and morning wood is not a thing for this guy.
That tree fell in.
That's, I mean, yeah. I feel like, you know, how do you feel about his morning wood then? Big fan? Yeah. That's good. That's a good thing to wake up to. Mr. Fancy Pants. It's fucking sweet. That's adorable. A month in.
Yeah.
Who knows? In a few years, you'll be like, get the fuck out of here. Waking me up with that shit. My morning wood, I don't know. I just think the dick is the goofiest looking thing in the world. Let's be real. Every guy thinks that their dick solves crimes in the night and has a six-pack. Get the fuck out of here. Your dick is the goofiest looking thing in the world. If the dick could say anything, it would just be come on. It would just be like, come on, come on, come on. And the come on would be different depending on how rigid or how soft it would be. It would be like, come on! Oh, come on. Oh, geez, come on. Whoa, come on. Whoa, come on. Come on. Come on. Ugh. Hi. That's why, but I don't know. I'm not going to miss it. Morning wood, looking down at that guy. It's just the worst thing to wake up to. It's so suspicious. He's just staring up at you with his one eye like, oh, good, you're awake. I was making plans. We're going to rob a bank. Come on! Oh man. You guys are cool. We just did all the dick stuff and you're like, you're good with it. You're all adjusting just nicely to this whole thing, you know? I feel like, I don't know if it's different anywhere else in the world. I feel like I am in this pocket of precious, like, people treat me pretty nicely, I gotta say. I don't know what it's gonna be like anywhere else. So let's lock the doors from the outside. I'm doing 3 hours. Bathrooms, yeah, I wanted to talk about those too. But first, more about dicks. Let's explore dicks a little further. Actually, why don't you guys decide? Do you want bathrooms or do you want dicks?
Like dick, I'll use
Dicks? This is a dick crowd. We'll go with Dick. See, I defer to this guy, the leader of the bunch, Mr. fucking head honcho here. I think back on all the signs that may have indicated that I would turn out the way I did, and I wonder. There's a lot of it's really convoluted. Human psychology is a fucking marvel, because I look back on all the women that I dated, and there's a healthy mix of envy and sexual attraction, all just mashed together. You know what I mean? That makes it kind of hard to differentiate. It's like, how much am I attracted to you, and how much do I want to be you? You know what I mean? See? That guy, that was the chuckle of a discovery from that guy for a second. He played it off like that. And then tonight he's just going to be wide awake in bed like, which do I prefer? Oh no. But, and it comes down, I mean, like, that's what made sex such a weird experience. Is when I see how every girl that I dated that I would have sex with, it just looked like so much fun. It looked like so much fun for you. You know what I mean? The female orgasm, your whole body fucking, you just go back in time. It's crazy. Whenever I made a girl come and then they would just come to, I would be like, where did you go? What visions did you see? You went back in time. What happened? Let's make this happen again. I'll make you come again and we'll solve time crime. We'll find out who killed JFK or something like that. Let's work together. I don't know, but when, the male orgasm is it's such a letdown. Your whole body freezes up like C-3PO. You're like, oh damn, oh jeez. Come on. Yeah, that's mediocre shit. See, you guys aren't letting me off the hook with any of this stuff. It's good. I'm like dodging bullets up here. What does that even mean? Bathrooms. We'll get to I know you guys have been fucking getting into the bathroom shit. This is the social commentary portion, and I feel like my opinion is worth absolutely nothing, because I don't really know how I feel about a lot of things. Bathrooms, I think, it's fun. It's good to have gender neutral ones. It makes me feel pretty nice. I don't have to worry about bothering anybody, getting in any trouble. If there are gendered bathrooms, sometimes I'll just take a dump in the alleyway out back, just to avoid any conflict. But I like the gender neutral ones. I like it when these places do like a coy. I like it when they have a sense of humor about them. Some places they'll have the sign. I don't know if you've seen them. They'll have the sign with like, it'll be a male and a female and a whole lineup of these mythological creatures and pop culture references. It'll be like fucking Yoda and the Ninja Turtles and a unicorn and whatever. And underneath it'll say something along the lines of like, we don't care what you are, as long as you wash your hands. Crazy bathroom, man. Welcome to Jackasses. We have fun here. That's the thing. Those places, I think they're fine. I have a problem with them, and the trans community does too. But the trans community's problem with those bathrooms is that it equates the trans experience with like a fictitious non-human experience. It's like it equates us with like fucking Yoda and the Ninja Turtles and the unicorns and whatever. And it's like, all right, I get their problem, but that's not mine. My problem with those signs is it makes me wonder if I haven't set my standards high enough. You know what I mean? Here I am trying to be a woman. Are you fucking telling me I could have been a Ninja Turtle this whole goddamn time? For real? That was on the menu? I wanted to be Michelangelo way before I wanted to be a lady. Are you serious? I want to go to my doctor and him like check up on me and be like, let's see how the hormones are taking to you. Just throws me a pair of nunchucks. He's like, let's see. Oh, pretty good. How much are you craving pizza right now? Cowabunga. Good. Good. Dating is going to be bizarre. I've been very trepidatious about the whole dating scene. I have no idea where to go, who to talk to. I feel like it's this weird position that I'm in where I'm like working on me before I can like work on fucking anybody else. Because I've set up like online dating scenarios and I feel like I can relate to the females in this sense that like I call my dating inbox the barn because it's full of hate. It's just hey, 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 you bitch! Hey. It really takes a turn. It's weird. I've gone from being this mildly attractive male that some people want to have sex to like a handsome woman that only retired police officers from Thunder Bay want to have sex with. I'm really niche now. Maybe that's the best I can hope for. But oh shit, where was I going with that? So the one thing that's got me worried is that there are some new experiences that are very validating, but at the same time they can be very, they can just get pulled, the rug can get pulled right up from under me in an instant. I had a catcalling experience last summer that has made me wonder if I'm a butterface. And if you don't know what a butterface is, it's an ancient biblical term. From Jesus himself. There's like a line in the Bible where it's like, yea, and her body was tight, butterface. Am I right, Judas? Fucking Eskimo brothers? A reading from the book of John 69, 24/7. Welcome to Jackassers, man. It's so funny, man. So fun. So last summer I had this catcalling experience that fucking went completely sideways in the blink of an eye. I was walking home downtown Toronto. The streets were empty. It was midnight. I was by myself. It was in the middle of summer, so I had a nice, cute little skirt on. I was feeling myself. I'm walking. I hear this guy catcall me from behind. He's approaching on a bike. I can hear him approaching quickly. And he calls out to me. He's like, "What's going on, pretty lady? You look pretty cute in that skirt. I like what you got on. What's happening, baby? Nice legs." And call me a shitty feminist, but I'm new to this. And it felt really nice. It felt so fucking nice. I was like, I shaved my knees. He noticed. He noticed I shaved my knees. And so I responded enthusiastically. When he pulled up perpendicular to me, I turned and I was like, thanks! Like literally like that though, too. I screamed it at him. Like fucking Seinfeld. I was like, oh James, thanks! You noticed my knees! Riding the bike on Queen Street, you notice my knees? Thanks! Do you want a blowjob? Maybe go to my place or yours, it doesn't matter. So like at the sight of my face and upon hearing thanks, this guy fucking had what I can only describe as a complete mental malfunction. It just all of his cognitive capacities just fucking escaped him to the point where he didn't form words anymore. He just biked away where he was like, he, she, they. He just screamed pronouns into the night. When he finally found words, they were just pronouns just thrown about. And he got louder as he biked away, too. Like, I was left standing there by myself, it reverberating off the walls. He, she, they. So I don't know if you guys have ever been rejected on a level where upon sight of your fucking face, someone's brain is completely conked out on them, but their legs and their fight or flight response was enough to be like, get the fuck away from this hideous beast. So it was something so validating and it's so crushing all in an instant. A completely novel experience to me. And so it was humiliating for the first little bit, but then I thought about it afterwards and I was like, I see the humor in this whole situation. I think it's kind of pretty fun. I think it's actually pretty funny for two reasons. Number one, this guy is never catcalling anybody ever again. You know? So I'm kind of the best feminist in a way, you know? So you're welcome, ladies. This face right here protecting you on the streets, this mug. Fucking hit on me, I dare you, bro. I am fucking doing it. And secondly, I like the idea that I've become like the horror villain in this straight dude's horror story that he's like gonna gather his friends around a campfire and tell them about later. Where he's like, legend has it that in the dark of night, on the streets of Queen, there roams a raven-haired, strong-jawed, smooth-kneed woman. prowls the streets with her siren song, and if you get too close, you look her in the face and go, "Ooga booga booga, you're gay! You're gay!" And then for the rest of your life, you'll wonder, am I gay? I don't know. Not from the back, surely. The legs, the back of the legs were like nice. I like the idea that I'm literally haunting this guy. You know, some people have kids as their legacy. I'm just gonna fucking haunt. I'm gonna be the nightmare that this guy dreads when he goes to sleep. Fuck yeah. Oh man, what else? I'm learning about, like I said, I'm learning about fashion and makeup. I know that's not like a fundamental aspect of what it means to be a woman, but like, Jesus Christ, you start doing this stuff and it becomes expected of you. This is like part of the universe that you enter into. You start to get scrutinized for your beauty and how well you pulled that shit off. Makeup is fun. It's fun, but oh boy, the scrutiny. Makeup's a good time. You can put on whatever look you want. You can put on smoky eye. Ow! And so makeup, that's the other thing, is that with makeup you can put on whatever look you want, but at the same time that scrutiny can be debilitating, and after a while, like, your self-esteem kind of suffers for it. Ladies, I fucking get it. I get what happens at the end of the night I totally sympathize. At the end of the night when you take all that shit off and you look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, oh God, I look like a man. You guys get it? It's the thing, I was born with a dick. You want to see it? We'll gloss over that one. So, and fashion too, like you said, fashion is this wildly new experience. Like I said, I came out 3 years ago. It's been a wild 3 years. And for those 3 years, at the very beginning, my sort of identity was split between these two, like, male version, female version kind of thing. You know what I mean? That's why a lot of people thought on social media that what I was doing was drag, because I was kind of overcompensating in one direction. So I would get judged by drag queens all the time on their drag fucking standards. And drag queens, drag is fine as an art form. I can appreciate it from afar. But drag queens can be mean and superficial and get right up in your grill about fucking what you're wearing and how you look. And that was hurtful to me when I would like post a picture of myself that I think is 3 years in the game, even to this day. I'll post a picture of myself that I think is a glow up, that I think is cute. And then I'll get all these comments from drag queens underneath being like, your fucking eyebrows are haggard as shit. What's going on with your legs? Your shirt doesn't match your fucking skirt there. What's going on with them shoes? I'm like, I'm 3. Fuck you. I'm 3. You wouldn't go up to a 3-year-old in a stroller and be like, your jumper doesn't match your fucking stroller. Are those Velcro shoes? What the fuck is going on? Who does your eyebrows, you little bitch? Just kick them into a fucking sandbox. Be like, you fucking haggard idiot. I'm 3. Matt, how much time do I have? What's going on there?
You got one more?
Okay, I got one more.
Good.
Good. That almost sounded a bit threatening. That was the warning of the Mosaic. You haven't served your time yet. Good. You're good for about 5 more punchlines, kid. For your crowns to humanity. Good. Get to it. I've done all of the trans stuff this whole time. I'll do something that isn't so trans related, maybe. Flesh out my personality a little bit more. Oh God, you guys are gonna go home and be like, I like the tranny that just talked about being a tranny the whole time. I know I shouldn't use that word. That's terrible. Don't use that fucking word. That's my word. I get to use it. No, let's do something else. Hamilton's a fucking cool city, man. You guys are close enough to Toronto to be cool. I had to go there. No, but Hamilton is legit, man. All the comics here are really cool. I've had good experiences here. Do you guys, I'm gonna miss the summertime in Toronto and in the GTA in general. I think we do that shit right, you know?
Yeah.
I get really sad in the wintertime. But the first signs that summertime is back are bike cops. You guys have them here in Hamilton? You have those cutie pies rolling around? Those are my favorite, man. Cutting an intimidating figure with their little fucking helmets. Bing, bing! How scary can you be if your nemesis is stairs? Foiled again! Flying up the flight. No! The fucking cops in Toronto, the bike cops. I'm sure bike cops in general just overcompensate because they're so feeble and just so fun to look at. I saw a cop in Toronto see something he didn't like in the park and dismount off his bike at top speed. He just went, ha! The fucking tree. It was like, what are you doing, man? You need that shit. That's your cruiser. That's your vehicle. That's how you take the perp back to the station. How does he do it? Does he like cuff the guy behind his waist like this? They just share. Tight. Or does he sit the criminal in a basket in the front and he's just like, I've been a very bad boy. I want to go. I shouldn't have did that crime. I have a lot of things to think about. Or is the bike one of those, so many questions. Or is the bike one of those tandem ones with the seat behind and the cuff, like cuffs the guy to the seat behind him? And it's like, pedal harder, we're going to jail. Help, you're under arrest, help me. We're going to jail, help me, pedal. Bike cops in Toronto take their job way too seriously, man. That case of the guy who threw his thing against the tree, I think about that guy all the time. That guy must get in trouble with the chief all the fucking time. All the time. He must be one of those classic cops from the movies who doesn't do shit by the book. The rogue guy who's like, ooh, fuck you, chief, you know what I mean? I guarantee that day the chief had to open the door to his office and be like, Malloy, get the fuck in here! I gotta talk to you real quick, Malloy. Malloy saunters in, the chief is leaning against the speaker at the back of his office. But not too close. A healthy lean away from the speaker. He's like, God damn it, Malloy. You're too hot-headed out there. You broke a kid's fingers in your spokes, Malloy. I gotta cool you off. Malloy's like, you can't cool me off. Chief bike hopping's in my blood. Like my grandpappy and his grandpappy before him, busting crimes on the streets with the old bikes, with the giant wheel and the fucking little booty fucker in the back. That's how far back it goes. Chief, you can't slow me down. Chief's like, no, Malloy, I've had enough of this shit. You know I love you, and I hate to do this, but it's gotta be done. Give me a badge and your short shorts. Malloy's like, whoa, Chief, you stop right there. You want to take my shorts? That ain't right. My shorts are the only thing I got left. You want to know something, Chief? You think because you're the only one left at the top, they're always right? Have you ever stopped to think that maybe you lost touch with people like me? The last one's left on the streets fighting for what's right? No, Chief, all you know is writing letters and stopping by the break room to see if there's any coffee left in the pot. So when I take my shorts, you want to ask me to leave? I left this bureaucracy a long time ago. Where's fucking gone? Thank you guys very much. My name's Alvaro. Guys, thank you so much. That is the show. Our next show is December the 6th, the whole new lineup, and a different host, because I'm getting wild, aka hosting Elf Trivia. So, you guys like the game?